Is there anything else that the American people can do to get their message to the Chinese government?
That's a tough one. I think part of what we can do is when we have an opportunity, when the world is watching us, don't just stand there and smile and wave.
Right.
Show the world what you think.
I'm protesting the fact that they wanted to have the torch run through Tibet.
Okay.
A sovereign nation.
Chinese did not allow the Tibetans to run their own government, and in fact they were imprisoning Tibetans, and over 1 million Tibetans died as a result of the Chinese invasion. And in 1959 over 100,000 Tibetans had to escape from Tibet for their own safety.
The problem is this: not so much national sovereignty, but freedom of religion.
And we are not opposed to the Olympics, and the Dalai Lama is not opposed to the Olympics. But what we are opposed to is that the way the Chinese people in Tibet are treating the Tibetans. They occupy Tibet. There's no religious freedom. People in Tibet cannot even hold a picture of the Dalai Lama, and if they do, they're put in prison.
It's obvious that we got to get China into this century, right? In the way they deal with people, and it's about time, since now they're an economic force in the world that's, you know, a behemoth. Right. We've got to start changing their attitudes, and there's very few ways that we have to do that. And this is a fantastic opportunity to give them a little poke, to say, hey, wait a minute, you know, human rights really does matter.
Overt force doesn't work. They don't like to be pushed around, and so I think it's a lot about the deals that you make, about getting the representatives, calling your representatives, having them make it an issue.
It doesn't matter if there's 1 million people walking down the streets of San Francisco. It's all going to come down to voting. It's all going to come down to the political pressure that we put on China, and that's only going to come from the American people's voice actually going to a ballot box and instead of being screamed out in the streets.
We're going to have to check our tags on our clothes and the little imprints on our toys, and it's going to have to be more than a boycott, and it's going to have to be more than just today and right now. It's going to have to be more than what's going to happen in August, whatever happens.
Do you think that American people would stop buying Chinese goods to support what's going on, to make a difference? Do you think that's possible?
I think it would be really hard. Probably everything we're wearing is made in China. Probably, maybe even these, you know.
No, I don't think there's any possibility of that.
No. They're cheaper. And the American consumer is like being hit by inflation now, being hit by job losses now.
I frankly don't believe that there is enough, that there will be enough Americans who would do that.
Hold on, I'll give you a chance. Would you personally, sir, stop using Chinese products?
Chinese people, yes. Chinese government, no. Chinese people, yes. Chinese government, no. Chinese government oppresses all Chinese people.